Saucing on the beat.
Welcome to the Brunch Bitches podcast. I'm Anissa Yvonne, your host. Cousin Nickel is still in Georgia. She is not here, but we are sending her love and light. That beat was caffeine per usual. We're 8 minutes late coming on the air, but that's my fault today because I am without Cousin Nickel and a bartender. And Trump, I got to give you your drink on the song break. You know, we normally got some amazing helping. You know, we normally have some fabulous bartenders standing behind there. U Street TV told me that we normally got some cute bartenders back there too. That's what he said. But we are here today, and we're going to be talking about new music from an artist from the DMV area, and we're also going to be talking about online dating. And the interesting aspects of online dating. I find it to be creepy, but other people love it. And we're going to talk about all of that. We're going to find out if our guests have ever done any online dating or shot some DMs and pulled some people out the DMs and stuff. We're going to talk about all that. But right now, I want to start off with some music. Can we play something from our guest, Trump? Any song you choose. Somebody's phone is going off in the studio. That is Trump. Is that you? That's not you.
That might be yours.
Is that me?
See?
Oh, I'm about to fire my own self up. Oh! Did he just ring my bell? This nigga rang my bell. That was my bad, though. I deserved that. I'm never on loud.
These niggas is glass. I bust your potato, now these niggas mad. Play with the 7 and my niggas crash. You washed up cause you been took a bath. Old heads hating on me cause I'm the shit. Bitch nigga, wipe your ass. I never ever cross my niggas, that's fam. These niggas want beef, they ain't real, call it spam. If you talking guns, then my shit never jam. Bad bitch, her name Gina, no Pam. She thick as a muffin, got niggas like that. She give me head like a ram. I'm leading these niggas, I shepherd they lamb. Cook a nigga, guinea, gon' bring the yams. Everybody wanna eat but don't cook. I'm giving them facts, I said fuck a hook. If you talk down on me and you say that you good, look how you really look. First off, lonely do, lonely Tony. I been eating all you little niggas bony. Buy my cheese, casserole, macaroni. Niggas fake, I don't trust them, they phony. That boy got statements thicker than baloney. I don't trust them, so I stay by my lonely. How you gon' talk all that wild shit to a wild nigga? Bitch, you don't even know me. You tried to say I fucked your baby mother, you was undercover hate. How the fuck do a real nigga listen to a crab ass bitch writing statements? That ain't a man. This was the same bitch told me you was really sweet on some real shit. She said you had to slide on a nigga, but you ain't never creep. But fuck that, that don't make you real, cause you got a little name in the streets. I could care less about the niggas you scared, cause you don't scare me. Cause the moment a nigga feel threatened, guess what, OT? I'ma smoke you like some tree. Don't believe me, nigga, come and see. I got solid niggas, they behind me. If I pray on you, then we gon' eat. Got some real hitters and we gon' creep. I'm a real wolf, you a white sheep. Better have faith if you gon' leap, cause you gonna sow everything you reap. Them real demons and you can't sleep. You cannot escape the grim reap. I can hear it every time you tryna speak. Enough of this fake shit, since everybody real lay everything on the table. You was brainwashed by a bitch that don't know no better, that's a fucking shame. And she need to stay in her fucking lane, for she really feel that motherfucking pain. I don't got time for these fake ride ass bitches trying to make a fucking name. I never trust them, never love them. I just lie to them and I fuck them. You gon' love him and you hide him. If she choosing that bitch, she gon' ride him. She gon' cry, what got these bitch niggas sliding? You know where I'm at, bitch, I ain't never hiding. Niggas be faking, they ain't never sliding. I stay with that muscle, you know that I'm packing. It is what it is, don't let me catch you locked.
And we're back. Jesus, you angry as shit. Artists at the table, JR from Landover, Maryland, am I correct? Because I listened to your album, and we're going to talk about your album and your lyrics. I don't know if you've watched our show or if you've done your research, but we do get into lyrics. We do actually listen to the music. And I like to learn about an artist by listening to your music. I want to know who you are. And so the music should tell us that. So what I learned was that you're a misogynist, that you don't love hoes or thoughts, but you a dog. That's what you said. In one of your songs, you said that. Then you said you get, the girl gave you head like a ram. I don't know how a ram gives head, but that's what you said. Okay.
No, it's just wordplay. You know, a ram uses head to like.
Yes, he does. Yes, rams do.
Yeah.
They do ram into shit.
It's just it's just wordplay.
Oh, speaking.
Put your mic up.
Yeah, put your mic up
Yeah,
and speak directly into it.
It's
Pause.
just wordplay.
It's just wordplay. Okay, because that sounds like painful head. Then you talk about, so I do like your track Landover Baby, because in that song I felt like I did get to kind of know bits and pieces about you, that you did grow up in Landover, that it wasn't the best of places to grow up in, but it sounds like you had a good time growing up where you grew up.
Yeah, I mean, it's when you grew up somewhere and you know everybody, it's like, I mean, you make the best out of your situation.
Absolutely. I grew up in D.C., Temple Court, Sursum Quarters area. So, I mean, I get it. I know. Yeah. But for listeners who don't know, for people who aren't from our area, they can kind of grasp and understand it. So, Landover Baby on your album, is it JSMirk?
No, it's JSMirk. But
JSMirk.
Yeah.
Okay.
JSMirk. I just put it all together.
Yes, that gets a little confusing. Okay, so it's JSMirk, but it's all one word. Merk spelled M-I-R-K. For people listening, you're on every platform. I found you on Tidal and Amazon Music. Yeah. So, they can find you everywhere. That's how I listen to the album. But so I like the track Landover Baby, and also the track Jungle. Whoever did that beat is insane.
I made that beat.
You made that beat? Yeah. Okay. I hear you. Literally. I like that beat. So what was the inspiration behind that?
I don't know. I just was messing with sounds, and I just like created that sound on my DAW, and then I just added some drums to it, and I put it together.
Okay, and then you came up with the lyrics after you made the beat.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I like that beat. That beat is hot. Okay, so we know that JR. So here's what we know about you so far: that you grew up in Landover. You also make your own beats. You're a dog. You don't like thoughts. You got head like a ram. And what else? Why JR? What's the name mean? 2 Y's R.
I mean, it's me.
Okay.
A lot of people got their artist name. It ain't them. Like, or they got their own meaning behind it. But I mean, my name.
2 Y's.
Yeah.
What's the 2 Y's?
I mean, everybody always called me Jay growing up.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody normally spell it Jay. I spelled it with 2 Y's.
Okay.
It's different. I mean.
And what's the R?
JR. It's me.
What is it? Where does it come from?
It's me.
Where does it derive? You're a junior?
It's my name. It's my name. My name is Julian Robin, and then I'm a junior. So
okay. So that's where it comes from.
Yeah,
okay.
It's me.
So JR. so you're a junior. So you just kind of did a play on it.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I was wondering that. Okay, I like it. All right. So that's you. So you grew up being called Jay. You didn't make up some name.
Nah.
Okay. I get it. No, I like when artists use their actual names or their actual nicknames or their actual, birth names. Yeah. Because I don't know. Sometimes it gets a little corny. It does. I mean, even though we like the art, I mean, like, you gave yourself a nickname, you know what I mean? Or you gave yourself a name. I mean, but it's the business. I get it.
Some people like to hide behind their identity, though. Like,
yeah.
So I think that's why they pick a lot of names and things like
True.
that. Just to hide behind the person that they really like. Some people don't want to be exposed for certain things. So,
Or also if their name is Aloysius or Ernest.
no,
They
see, like
change it.
names like that. Yeah,
I would change
For
my
sure,
name.
for sure,
I'd be like,
Bernadette,
call me
no,
Murder Merc.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, I
I'm
want
not
something like
Aloysius.
yeah.
You
I would want something like this. If I was named Bernadette or something like that, so I would understand.
Don't do that to the Bernadettes, but I would change my name if it was Bernadette too.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
shout out to all the Bernadettes. We love you. I didn't say that. She said if your name was Bernadette.
Listen, don't try to send the smoke my way.
I don't
no
want.
smoke.
I don't want the emails and the DM. Shit.
Nah, I don't need it.
Shit,
If you got
'cause
that
you-
name, I'm
'cause you
sorry.
went on the
It's beautiful.
Bernadettes.
It's beautiful in
It
its own
is.
right.
It's beautiful in its own right because everybody know a Bernadette.
Yeah,
I know a
I
few.
don't, but you know,
I know a few.
well,
You might know a Bernadette, but they might call her Murder Merc. You just don't know her name is
you know what?
Bernadette.
You're right. You're right. The
You don't
nicknames might be
know.
like that out here.
Shit.
I'm gonna take a sip to that.
Take a sip to that. We're gonna ring the bell. Shout out to all the Murder Merc Bernadettes.
Yeah,
there we
that's how I'm
go.
gonna use it. I'm putting it on my Instagram for that too.
There we go. That would be a dope name though. Murder Merc Bernadette. And she a stripper and go to church.
Oh, so she
She everything.
versatile. Okay.
And she make the best family mac and cheese because you know Bernadette sound like she can cook.
Yeah, got the
Okay.
swollen arm. Never mind, I'm leave that alone.
Swollen
You're right.
arms and stuff. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's
The
okay. You can
ankles,
say it.
arms.
You can say
Okay.
it. You know.
Okay, I understand.
So with you not loving thoughts and being a dog out here, do you have anybody that you do like?
God.
God. So basically
Yeah.
no.
I mean, yeah, but no.
Well, you need God. Shit. Oh goodness. All right. Well, we're gonna play one more song and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about more music and online dating.
Okay.
All right. Can we do that, Trump? All right.
One, two.
I did not deal.
I flex like 1, 2, nigga, cause I want to. I flex like 1, 2, nigga, cause I want to. I flex like 1, 2, nigga, cause I want to. I flex like 1, 2, nigga, cause I want to. I flex like 1, 2, nigga, cause I want to. I flex like 1, 2, nigga, cause I want to. I flex like 1, 2, nigga, cause I want to. I flex like 1, 2, nigga, cause I want to. I wake up in the morning, you know I'm about to flex. Cause niggas love to hate if it ain't gang, fuck the rest. 720 be the gang, watch me tatted on my chest. These niggas love to hate because they bitch wanna have sex. I do not care what niggas doing, cause I'ma chase this money and that shit gon' keep on going. I do not know why niggas hate. These niggas say they love you, then they turn out to be snake. I don't wanna be bothered if that shit ain't about pain. I don't hang with rap niggas cause them niggas pretend. I don't do no statements, I'ma take that on the chin. And if a nigga hatin', I will gladly spin a band. I flex like 1, 2, nigga, cause I want to. I flex like 1, 2, nigga, cause I want to. I flex like 1, 2, nigga, cause I want to. I flex like 1, 2, nigga, cause I want to. I flex like 1, 2, nigga, cause I want to. I flex like 1, 2, nigga, cause I want to. I flex like 1, 2, nigga, cause I want to. I flex like 1, 2, nigga, cause I want to.
We are back, guys. So we're going to talk about online dating because I had a friend and she met some dude and it started to make me question her, not the dude, but she met this dude and so she asked me to, she was meeting him for drinks. She met him online and so she asked me to come with her to meet him for drinks. I'm like, okay, why? She was like, I just don't feel comfortable. And I'm like, well, why go? So I'm like, have you guys like video chatted and stuff? So she said that they video chatted once. I'm like, well, how long have you guys been talking? So for 3 weeks. I'm like, so it took y'all 3 weeks. First of all, you only video chatted once, which is a little, that's a little questionable to me.
Yeah.
But then on top of that, I'm like, why did it take y'all 3 weeks to do something as basic as meet up for a drink? Because really, if there are sparks and you guys like each other, I would think within a week or so, like, okay, let's just meet up for a drink. See if, how the energy flows, a drink is nothing big. Right. So I'm like, and then why am I coming? This doesn't sound very romantic.
It sounds like she tried to put you on a blind date.
No, she was not, but she really just.
I'm talking about like if he had a friend, like, how when people.
Oh, yeah. Don't do that shit to me because I'll embarrass you. Right. I walks out on people. I've walked out on plenty of dates. Excuse me. And left. Straight up left a motherfucker just sitting. Right. So don't do me. Straight back. Because I have no issues with just walking out. Yeah. So we show up at the place. He's calling 800 times. His ass looking for a parking spot. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, see, that's kind of a, I'm not difficult but to me, this is your guys' first meeting. So find out where you're going. Make sure you get there a little early so you can circle the block and look for parking if your ass cannot valet, because that street, $10 valet, I'd rather that than a $20 ticket or paying for a $20 parking spot. Parking lot, but still, so he's like, oh, I'm looking for a spot. So he really was like, he rode all around, for like 15 minutes. And I'm like,
who picked the place?
So she picked the place and then sent it to him, and he was like, bet, that works. So it was a joint thing.
So it's her fault.
It ain't her fucking fault because she sent it to him. We're not asking the dog that hate thoughts and hoes. We asking him.
Listen. So what would make it not her fault if she picked the place?
She picked the place, but we found a spot and we got there early enough so we wouldn't be rude.
That's his
So she sent it to him and he was like, that's what's up. So she gave him options.
Well, yeah, because he did agree to it.
She sent it to him days before they even went. Okay. You know what I mean? Okay. To say, look, do you want to do this? So it wasn't like this is where we're going. Right. It was like, what do you think about this? Okay. So we get there early enough. We get a spot. You know what I mean? Well, actually, we valeted. And then
y'all got big money. Y'all rich.
How's valeting for $10 big money?
That's big money right there.
Valeting for $10?
$10 versus $0. That's big money.
Okay. Then he shouldn't be on a date if he has zero money. How about don't date?
Why she know how to pick them.
Don't date. If you don't have $10, if at a certain age and point in life you don't have $10 for a valet, how about stay the fuck offline?
Facts.
Stay your ass in the house and pay for your Netflix and do that.
I think that people online date like that thinking that like, oh, this really not gonna work. Like I really think that like who really thought that online dating was
I'll tell you what I think. But So we're there. Finally, he gets there. He all sweating and shit because he done drove around 87 times, and this motherfucker. I'm like,
how you sweating from driving?
I'm like,
because he probably was nervous.
He was nervous, driving all around, and then on top of that, he rushing to get
back to her.
So right. Like, yeah. So I'm just like, okay.
He was a weirdo.
He was a weirdo. So he comes up in there. And so, but she's not a weirdo and like a creep weirdo. He was a creep. I don't even want to say he was a weirdo. He was a creep because I kind of like weirdos, but a creep is a different thing. Mm-hmm. But because she's very intellectual, very left brain. If you don't know what that means, it means that she thinks very technical, and he was kind of the same way. You know what I mean? Like very left brain, very technical. They both work in a techie world, very smart. But you can be smart and have no common sense.
It's called nothing.
It's called what? Speak up, grown man.
It's called smart dummies. That's what they call.
Dumb smart?
Nah, smart dummies.
Oh no, I've heard dumb smart. Yeah, I've heard dumb smart. That's a real saying.
Dumb smart is like when somebody's really, really educated, like they just.
But they have no common sense.
They got no common sense at all.
Zero common sense. That's what I'm saying. So she's not. Well, okay, never mind. All right, don't. I still love you. She's listening. I still love you. What she knows. I say this all the time. She's, she's a little ditz, but but she's cute and and she has great qualities. So he comes in, he's sweaty, fumbling, awkward as a bitch, and I'm just like, okay.
So what was your first impression when you seen him?
I'm an empath, and I have a very high, everybody has intuition. Everybody's intuitive. We all are. But it's how deep you know and accept yourself, how deep you can see through others. Okay. And so I saw through the bullshit instantly that this dude does not know his right from left. He also is a little touch mentally. And I'm looking at her. I'm not even I'm like, why the fuck would you even agree to this? Right. And what do you see in him? Because I'm like, now I want to dig into your psyche to be like, why the fuck do you want to fuck with this serial killer? I'm like, this nigga might ask us to walk behind the building and murder us.
But then that might be her type, not murder. Like I'm not being
no, murder, I just feel like she was reaching. Like let me.
So she went out of her comfort zone.
She
didn't go out of her comfort zone.
Something new.
She didn't go. He wasn't anything new.
Yes, she is. If that ain't nothing she never dealt with before, that is new.
Crazy is what she's dealt with. But what I felt like she wanted to do is, I felt like she wanted to stay in her comfort zone. I felt like she set herself up to fail. Like she knew this was going to be temporary. She wanted something temporary. She didn't want something she had to put in the work. She didn't want somebody that you got to actually show up fully for. That's what, dudes like you who say you a dog, you don't want somebody who's gonna force you and challenge you and make you show up fully. You just want a thought that you don't gotta love. You know what I'm saying? So that's what your music said. Right. So you know what I mean? So I felt like she didn't want something that she had to show up fully for. Mm-hmm. But you don't gotta pick a nigga that is like have serial killer vibes. So the motherfucker get in there. So he's like, well, what are you guys drinking? And, so he's like, so I'm like, oh, I'm just having, like a gin and lime. And so she had wine and he's like, gin and lime? Oh, I need something sweet. So he's asking the guy, what can you do with pineapple juice and grenadine? I said, oh, nigga. Nigga. Oh. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, you need to drink to that.
Nigga, I had to, I was like.
I was on the,
that was a sweet
that was your girlfriend.
Right, that was sweetie.
I said pineapple juice.
Pineapple juice.
My girlfriends don't even drink that shit. I'm talking about that's a girl. My girlfriends don't even drink that bullshit. You know, we drink quality. He ended up getting, the dude made him up something. He was getting on the bartender's nerves because the bartender was a real mixologist. Like, what? Okay. So he just made him up something. With some, some tropical shit, and he put stuff and
that's normally a girl drink for real. You right?
No, but a lot of guys do order like that.
But you know what? I'm about to say that because a lot of girls nowadays been really doing like Hennessy and like Coke. Like they do stronger drinks now. It seems like a lot of times they doing
drinking is not about the strength; it's about the quality. Now, I'm not rolling with nobody that's drinking Hennessy and Coke. That's me. I don't like. That's bullshit to me. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about the quality of the alcohol. I'm talking about the quality of the mix that you're getting. Now, you can get a quality mixed drink. Not to say that you can't. I'm just saying wanting to get, now if you're getting rail liquor, you need to dumb it down with a lot of stuff. But a lot of sugar, like Hennessy and Coke, I'm not fucking with nobody who'll drink that because that'll get you fucked up to a blackout point because it's sugar. Okay. It's sugar. When you have to know how to drink as an adult. So if you're taking in all of that sugar, you're going to be fucked up to an uncomfortable point and then sick the next day. Okay. So that's what I'm talking about. Okay. So you have to know how to drink. So he's asking for all this shit. So you can tell he's not really a drinker. So 3 drinks in, he's tipsy, he's slurring, he's being weird. He's being really weird. So then he's thinking, I'm like, okay, just to be clear, we're both not here for you. Nigga. Because at this point, he's swiveling the stool. So I'm like, I'm not here. I'm not here. We're going somewhere after this. You were just a pit stop. Like, I'm not here. I'm FaceTiming and doing shit. I'm on the other side, you know. But this nigga swiveling back and forth, and then here comes the hand on the leg. I was like, oh.
Now we knew what he was about.
Weirdo. But, well, I don't think initially he was. That was her fault. Because you didn't say, we're going to stop by for a drink, and my friend is with me, and then because we have another engagement.
Okay.
You could have said that. But she just tells him while he's parking, oh, yeah, so my friend's here. And I'm like, what the fuck?
She didn't put it right there in the mix right there, so she didn't even let him know. So
she didn't even let him know.
He's not even prepared for two people. He prepared for just her.
He wasn't even prepared for her because he was a weirdo.
At that point, he was prepared, but just not in the way she wanted to be prepared.
He was not even prepared for her. He was a fucking weirdo. And then after the date, I saw their messages. If I had saw their messages beforehand, we would have went straight somewhere else and kind of stood his ass up. But Trump, can we pull up some online dating messages? Anyone? Okay, so this is a real message, not from my people, but this is what someone shared that someone messaging them who had an interest in them, you know, was saying the first time in the gate. So this is, you know, he's Mike, and he's just telling her that he came across her profile, la-di-da-di-da. First of all, here's what caught me. I love your elegant and aesthetic cheekbone structure. Mike's gay. Have you guys ever complimented a woman's cheekbone structure? Anybody in the studio?
Nah, that's new. I ain't
never even heard that.
I've heard women say, oh my God, like your makeup, your contour, your cheekbones. You know what I mean? I've heard women say, but the way he worded it, elegant cheekbone structure. Well, wait a minute.
Maybe he was just trying to be sophisticated. You know how some people
get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
They be trying to sound sophisticated but dumb.
Right? Yeah.
How about you stop? How about you stop at that? Oh, man, you know. Just stop it elegant.
Honestly,
stop it elegant.
So if you would have read a message like that, what was your first initial thought?
I would have deleted it and not responded and kept on going. Okay. I don't. Thank you. He said you have a beautiful smile. Or
right,
Nico
typical,
drunk.
Right,
fuck that. He cheating.
Yeah,
he drunk.
He got
fuck that. He over there in the zone. He analyzing shit.
Right there. Your smile is so beautiful. Oh my God.
I mean, but no, he could have said.
That's the way you.
Mike could have said that, but let's pull it back up, Trump, because Mike goes deeper in. So let's go down. He says that he's a romantic guy. Like if you let me between your legs, I'll eat my way to your heart.
That's something I would have said.
Oh,
I believe you.
That's something I would have said.
But you don't be a better person now.
Yeah, that's something I would have said.
That sounds disgusting.
I need to pick up on my pickup lines.
There are some women who like that. And you know, there's somebody for everybody.
Absolutely.
I'm not that type of person, but I would have just deleted the message. I probably would have screenshotted it and shared it with the world. Yeah, I would have shared it with the world.
Definitely put
like, don't send me no off the wall shit because I'm an open book.
Man,
I'm sharing it.
I would have. It would have went.
Fucked up.
All my friends.
You would do that for real?
Fuck yeah! You send me some. You come out the gate. If you come out the gate showing me your dick, telling me you're gonna get between my legs, I'm showing it. Okay, I might block out the name.
Damn.
No. I don't put people on blast. I block out the name.
Oh, okay.
I'll block out the name. But if you come out the gate and you don't know me and that's disrespectful to me.
Nah, it is.
That's disrespectful. Talk about getting between my legs. Right. No, dudes send me dick pics all the time. Mm-hmm. I get like in DMs, all that shit. I think that's weirdo shit though. But I do screenshot it and I do block out their name. I don't do that. I do block out their name and I be like, this motherfucker sent this. Okay.
You know, it's crazy. Like, see, it's crazy because women care about like little small things like blocking our name, picture. Dude, when they be blasting, girl,
no, all dudes aren't like that. Because I feel like if you do that, like it's something up with you. It's something up with the dude.
Like the newer generation, like this new generation. Yes, you are. You getting on
girl.
Like
there's no new generation. Let me tell y'all a secret. There is no nowadays or new generation. Men are men are men are men.
Okay.
Women, we evolve and
past
change because we have to. Our bodies change to carry babies. Our mentality has to change to actually allow our bodies to want to have another human being in us. So we're built to change and evolve. Men grow tired. You motherfuckers don't change. Who you were at 5 and who you are at 15 and who you are at 35 is going to stay the essence of your character. If you're a shitty nigga, you're going to be a shitty nigga at 50. You're just going to make a choice not to be a shitty nigga because you're tired of the shitty choices that you're making.
That's a lie.
That's not a lie.
Yeah,
Talk to older men. That's not a lie.
That's a
Talk
lie.
to older men who got some sense. Talk to
That's a
older
lie.
men that got some sense. And I learned this from men.
I'm the
I
spokesman
learned
for
this
all
from
the
men.
That's a lie.
I learned this from men. When I want to know about men, I convene with men of all ages. So,
Well,
and I hold
I wanna
round
learn
table
about
with
them.
men. And I'm telling you, you will learn in life. What are you, like 12, 21, 22?
Oh,
How old are you?
25.
That's 12. So you will learn, in life that you are going to stay the same of who you are. And that's okay.
Really?
The essence of you will stay the same, but you will get tired of the choices the consequences of the choices that you're making. You're never going to not be who you are. You're always going to be you. And there's nothing wrong with that. But the issue is when you reach a certain age and you haven't grown tired of the same mistakes and you haven't grown tired of the same shit. That's when the problem comes in. But the essence of you is not going to change, buddy. You're who you are.
When you saying not change, are you saying basically they're going to stay the same as in not being able to grow?
No.
That's what I guess. That's what
No.
they're thinking. Like what you
The
had said.
essence of you means who you are, your makeup. Now, not to say that experience don't come into play, and our experience, I see that we're boring him because he's swiveling and scratching his ear. You know how little kids, when they get bored, get to swinging in their chair, their eyes glaze over. Maybe we need to pull some titties up on the screen for him or somebody giving head like a ram. But,
wanna get
you
inside
know, but the thing is, no, not that you won't grow up. Not saying that you won't grow up. Because sometimes who we are is rewired by the experiences and the things that we go through in life.
Okay.
But when I say the essence of who you are, the shit that makes up you who you are, it's just never going to be different. It's going to stay the same, but how you approach things will change in life as you grow older and mature. If you're blessed to want to do that. Because everybody ain't blessed to want to do that. My father been married 27 times, and he the same nigga that he was even as a youngin', because my mother told me.
Wow.
He the same nigga. You know what I mean? And then we have some guys that I know, that I've grown up with, that they're the same person, but they were like, look, I'm not doing that shit no more. It was dumb. I don't feel like dealing with the dumbness. And I just don't want to do it. Not to say that they don't like it. They just don't want to do it anymore.
Okay.
You know?
All right. I get
So some people just grow up, some people don't. But women, we evolve. You know, but not all women. Not all women.
Men evolve too.
Men do not evolve.
Yes, they do.
You do not. You grow tired. You do not evolve. You grow tired.
Men evolve.
Okay. Introduce me.
Men evolve too.
Introduce me to him. He's a specimen. Introduce me to him.
Every man evolves. That's life.
Okay.
I'm on this show
What's
right
your
now because
sign?
I evolved.
What's your sign?
Right or wrong.
That's not evolution.
At one point,
You being on the show
at
is
one-
your work.
look,
That's not evolution.
Look, at one point, I was not on this show,
But that's
we
not
evolved.
evolution. So what?
We
Define
evolved.
evolution.
but
Define
no,
evolution.
No, but
No. Define evolution.
Listen. Listen
No,
to what you,
define evolution.
Listen to what you just said.
Define evolution.
Look, listen.
No,
but listen to what you just said.
define
though.
evolution.
Listen to
You
what you
putting
just
in
said.
work is not evolution. Define
it's
if you don't
evolving.
know the meaning, say you don't know the meaning.
Oh, I know that meaning.
Okay,
and
define
I have a
evolution.
smartphone.
Define evolution.
I know the meaning.
Okay,
and I
define
have a
evolution
smartphone.
without looking at your smartphone.
I don't have to define
Okay, I'm
evolution.
waiting. We're waiting.
Because you can't say that women evolve.
I'm waiting for you to define evolution so we can
allow
clarify.
you to just bash us like that.
We're
Like
not- that's
you
not a
can't.
bash.
You can't say women
That's
are the
not
only
a
people
bash. Why? So you take that as a
What
bash.
is- yes, I do.
Okay, so
Yes,
say
I do.
that. That's
Yes,
not
I
a
do.
bash. And so I will say this. That's not a bash. You're taking it as if me saying that men don't evolve is not is something negative. That's not negative. I started out saying that the essence of you staying the same is not a bad thing.
But we all evolve as human beings.
So you're using evolution in your own way, and I get that. You're using evolution in your own definition.
We all
and I get that.
Evolve.
So you putting in work, and I did, but it doesn't seem to be. I broke it down early on.
See,
though.
the thing is that I think that
but that's what I'm trying to get.
I broke down about why women
because
go
y'all
through
carry babies, we carry kids in our sack for our whole life.
You know what? Because you conceive.
Y'all carrying for. Oh, okay. Hold on.
So now, what were you saying, Q? I'm sorry.
Remember earlier when I had asked you when you said about them evolving and stuff and how they kind of got offended? It's because the way that you placed it, it was just like you was basically saying like, all right, they get tired. That's all it is. They get tired. That's it. It didn't really sound like you uplifted the man. It just sounded like you were just like.
So it sounded like something negative. Yeah, I understand that.
It did sound negative.
So let me clarify. Let me clarify.
Even if they tired.
Because that doesn't mean that's not a negative thing. I guess it's the wordage. It's the men and women, we are not the same. We are far from different. Even though nowadays we're saying that we're blurring the lines and saying that there is no gender. There is no gender. You know what I mean? Even though we're blurring those lines, we are completely different. And how we evolve and how we, change physically and mentally and spiritually is completely different. I'm not saying that men are dumb and that men are immoral, and I'm not saying that. Listen, I love black men like I love God. I have a son. My son is amazing. I have brothers. I have men in my life that so I'm not saying it in that way. I think you took the wordage and how I was explaining it negatively.
Okay.
And I don't mean it in a negative way. But men, you can evolve in things in your life. Like you're talking about your career. You evolved in your career.
No, I just use that as an example.
Right, but that's a whole nother thing. That's a whole different thing. Yeah, we can evolve in our careers. We can evolve in our education. We can evolve in a whole lot of different things. But I'm talking about the essence of us as a man, as a woman, how we have to go out and approach the world is completely different. And not to say that one species is higher than the other, because we all need each other.
Right.
Not to say it that way. We all need each other. So there's no bashing. I'm not a man basher. I'm not those person that use that language. First of all, you called yourself a dog. I would never call a man a dog, ever. I love dogs and I love men. I love it all. But it's not meant in a negative way. But you'll learn through your travels in life, and this conversation will come back to play, and you'll be like, oh, okay, But no, so we're going to pull up one more. Where did Trump go? Trump, can we pull up one more online dating? It's a couple of them, actually.
I like this one. This is my favorite because it's short and to the point.
It's short and to the point. I know which one you're talking about.
Oh, wow.
A real message.
Is that offensive to people? Like, would you be offended to that?
Let me clarify. Some women are not offended by that.
Okay.
Right.
But because there are some women who are out there for that. Me, if I were to do online dating, I would have a profile that kind of clarified in a brief synopsis. If you read it, you would see. But what my girlfriend and my cousin told me is this: most men are not reading; they're only looking at the pictures. So once they look at the pictures, then they're shooting their shot. But they're not like saying, "Okay, let me see what she about before I go here and say let's fuck." You know what I mean?
And that's why a lot of dudes have kids with people like
right. So that's it. So that's all they did was they saw the pictures. And just, was like, hey. And this happens all of the time.
So do you think that women do that as a way of getting seen? Because, if you think about
it. If you're online dating, you have to post pictures.
But think about it. Not even just online dating. In general, like when girls put up pictures half naked and they get the attention that they craving for, is it wrong for a man to be
so
like
we get ready to open up a whole nother world that We don't even have time to get into this. And I don't really like this topic because that to me goes back to she deserved to be raped because she had on a bikini in public.
No, I'm not saying it like
I'm taking it to the same thing.
Oh, okay,
I'm taking it to the same thing. Just because somebody is modeling off a bikini that she wears, or just because, you're showing cleavage, you deserve for a guy to say, let's fuck? Do you really believe that?
I don't think that. And me personally, I don't think that. I was just asking as a general question. Do you feel like?
No, I don't feel like that.
Because sometimes when you think about it, like if you look at like a lot of strippers, they'll do it all day long, but that's their profession, that's their job.
Yeah, but that doesn't. But
I get why some people
that doesn't mean
do
unless you're at a strip club and she invites you to the champagne room to fill up her ass and boobs, she could be walking ass naked in front of you down the street. That doesn't mean that you have permission to touch.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that you have permission to touch. You know what I mean? So it's the same. That doesn't mean that you have permission to disrespect. Now, if she on Instagram saying, hit me up, and because I've seen those, and shout out to them. No judgment. Yeah. No judgment. I've seen them, where they bending over. I follow one person. All she talks about is getting fucked in the ass.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Do, like,
so
some people,
literally, all she talks about is anal sex, and I'm disgusted. I'm just like, oh my God, do we have to keep? Are you obsessed with anal sex? But you know what I'm saying? It's that. So if you inbox her and say, "Want to get fucked in the ass?" Okay, I mean,
right? Okay. So if they're inviting that situation, then you know what I'm saying, then that would be different.
Yeah, I also see women who post memes of sucking dick. Like to me, that's the chick that you say, you want to suck my dick?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Someone
that got the invite.
But if she wearing her Balenciaga bathing suit, with the Balenciaga across her tits, she's like, look, I done paid $500 for this. I'm at the beach. I'm posting my shit. That doesn't mean that she's saying I want to fuck.
Well, I wasn't even talking about that because you ever seen like people that be having like, you ever seen a girl take a picture in the bathroom and she'll like sit on a sink? They try to like
poke her ass out.
That's the ones I'm talking about, like them. Yeah, like the infamous mirror picture when the mirror be dirty. I don't know what.
The infamous dirty pic.
The dirty
the
mirror
infamous
picture.
dirty mirror pic.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about them.
She's showing her 120 squats and her cutting her carbs at work.
No, sis is showing you the edge of the sink and showing you how the sink can lift your butt up to the side. That's what she's showing you. Like, don't get it twisted. That's what it is. They're using that sink for that leverage.
Okay.
Yeah, she's using that for the leverage.
I'm too short for sink leverage.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, at that point, now you look like you struggling. You straining to get on the sink now. So that's what some of them do.
I'm too short for sink leverage. I'm 4'11". I can't do no sink leverage. And I gotta hop up on the sink to do the So no, I ain't. No, I'm good. I'm good off that. But no, like I would do pics. I do pics. And I do pics because I'm proud that I cut out carbs for 6 months. And yes, I want to show off my curves. But that doesn't mean you random fuck boy, I want to fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Why can't you just look at the pic and keep going?
Type of pictures only, not the ones that you talking about. Or like if somebody do like a bikini or something like that.
You gotta shoot your shot though.
You can, but how about you?
That nigga might be your husband. You just never know.
A nigga that's coming in my DM saying let's fuck will never be my husband. He'll never be my friend.
Because he doesn't respect you in that manner.
You'll never be exactly.
How you know that though?
No, because I mean, honestly, you gotta understand.
Sometimes
like,
the weirdest conversations.
That's not weird. That's rude.
It's rude.
That's not weird. That's rude.
Like
weird conversations.
I'm not disagreeing
look
with.
At all of the guys. No, look at all of the guys who
hitting up me saying I want to fuck is never gonna be my friend.
We're not talking about that. We just talking about niggas who just inbox you weird. Period.
I've had weird inboxes, but it depends on how you. That's subjective because it depends on how you see weird.
Well, yeah.
It depends on how you see weird. I've become friends with people, and I don't mean how some people say friends that we fucking. I've become friends with people, just straight up friends, and it's been odd conversations, but nothing disrespectful. Now, I did become friends with somebody, and we've been friends for 4 years now, who it was murky waters with how he messaged some shit, but I responded like, I feel like from looking at your page, you know better. I said, I feel like you know better, and I'm not going to write you off because of this. I said, but watch yourself. Okay. I said, but watch yourself with how you come at me. And he actually days later came back and apologized, and then it opened the door for a different conversation. and we became friends. You know what I mean? And I was just like, what the fuck was you off? Like, you know what I mean? And he was like, I was off that bullshit, you know? And we actually became genuine friends. He actually did some work with my son in the studio and some other shit. Okay. But, you know, he was open to a dialogue.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we had a very life learning dialogue. And I was like, yeah, it was rude. And he was like, I ain't mean disrespect. I was like, I was good because I don't know you enough to have taken it to heart and went on, you know, and lost sleep over it. But, you know, I was like, we had been friends on social media for a long time. And I'm just like, damn, I feel like you know better, you know? But some people, you know, they don't know better. So you be like, okay, moving the fuck on. But we're going to play one more song, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to tell people how to find you and what you have coming up. And we're going to tell people how they can get through you to get to him.
Okay.
Why don't we do that?
Yeah, that worked.
Okay.
OG told me get the money and flip it, chasing bread, but I still love the chick. And if you cross me, then you gon' end up missing. I don't talk, cause I just love to listen. Niggas snakes had to dig up the grass. Track stars, they ain't coming in last. They need a break, cause these niggas is glass. I bust your potato, now these niggas mash. Play with the 7 and my niggas crash. You washed up, cause you been took a bath. Old heads hating on me, cause I'm the shit. Bitch, nigga, wipe your ass. I never ever cross my niggas, that's fam. These niggas want beef, they ain't real, call it spam. If you talking guns, then my shit never jam. Bad bitch, her name Jane and no Pam. She thick as a muffin, got niggas like that. She give me head like a ram. I'm leading these niggas, I shepherd they lamb. Cook a nigga, guinea, gon' bring the yams. Everybody wanna eat but don't cook. I'm giving them facts, I said fuck a hook. If you talk down on me and you say that you good, look how you really look. First off, lonely do, lonely Tony. I been eating all you little niggas bony. Buy my cheese, casserole, macaroni. Niggas fake, I don't trust them, they phony. That boy got statements thicker than baloney. I don't trust them, so I stay by my lonely. How you gon' talk all that wild shit to a wild nigga? Bitch, you don't even know me. You tried to say I fucked your baby mother, you was undercover hate. How the fuck do a real nigga listen to a crab ass bitch writing statements? That ain't a man. This was the same bitch told me you was really sweet on some real shit. She said you had to slide on a nigga, but you ain't never creep. But fuck that, that don't make you real, cause you got a little name in the streets. I could care less about the niggas you scared, cause you don't scare me. Cause the moment a nigga feel threatened, guess what, OT? I'ma smoke you like some tree. Don't believe me, nigga, come and see. I got silent niggas, they behind me. If I pray on you, then we gon' eat. Got some real hitters and we gon' creep. I'm a real wolf, you a white sheep. Better have faith if you gon' leap, cause you gonna sow everything you reap. Them real demons and you can't sleep. You cannot escape the grim reap. I can hear it every time you tryna speak. Enough of this fake shit, since everybody real lay everything on the table. You was brainwashed by a bitch that don't know no better, that's a fucking shame. And she need to stay in her fucking lane, for she really feel that motherfucking pain. I don't got time for these fake ride ass bitches trying to make a fucking name. I never trust them, never love them. I just lied to them and I fuck them. You gon' love them and you hide. If she shootin' that bitch, she gon' ride up. She gon' crowd these bitches.
Who shot your video?
Noonie Film. Shout out Noonie Films.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Noonie. Shout out Noonie. Noonie did some other stuff that some guests that came on the show shot some other videos. Because somebody was like, Noonie shot the video.
Yeah.
Okay. That was dope. When did you shoot that?
I shot that last year. And I dropped it at the beginning. I think I shot it on my birthday.
When's your birthday?
December 27th.
December 27th. What is that? A Sag? Capricorn. Okay.
Closest thing to Jesus.
All right.
Okay. For those who believe in that, we'll go with that. Tell people where they can find you.
You can find me everywhere on everything at 1JR. The number 1 JAYYR.
Pretty easy to spell.
Yeah.
So y'all should be able to. 1, the number 1, and 2 Y's. We talked about that at the opening of the show.
JAYYR. That's why I said the number 1 for all the fellas who ain't evolved yet.
Oh God. Let's hope they find something.
Yeah.
But they can find you on all social media under
all social media,
JR, 2 Y's R, all one word.
JAYYR, yeah.
So that we can find it on YouTube, everything.
Yeah.
Okay, and I do know you can type that into whatever streaming platform and find but it's no one. It's just
JAYYR.
R.
On the music platforms, JAYYR, but I'm the only JR. I
You are.
I feel like
seen
I'm
it.
the only JR, so that's why I name myself one JR on all social medias.
But there's the 2 Ys on all. Jayy, 2 Ys are on all streaming platforms, and it's not one word. It's actually J and then R, because I found you.
Right.
And then Q, can people find you to be able to hit him up and get any show information? And
Yeah, if you go on Instagram, you can find me at Well Dressed Jerk.
Well Dressed Jerk.
Yeah,
I love it.
And if you want to like reach out to me, you can either DM me or you can send me an email, and it's booking1jr.
Okay, and is the email in the bio?
Yeah. The
okay,
email's
perfect.
in both of our bios.
Okay, so y'all can go to the bios and find out everything you need to know. Do you have any shows coming up?
No, not at the moment.
Not at the moment. Anything that you guys are working on that's going to be coming up in the future?
I got a project coming out with my brother Rue Supreme, and I got my solo project Rap Devil dropping mid 2020.
Rue Supreme, spell R-U?
Nah, ROO.
Okay, because I saw another Rue Supreme that's from this area, and they do music. So I was just wondering. So it's ROO. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that's coming up in what, the new year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they about to drop an actual single so that everybody can see how they vibe together and what the song, what the music going to basically sound like.
Okay.
So
All
we got
right.
some things coming up.
Absolutely. So you got to come back and debut your new stuff.
Yeah.
And bring Rue Supreme with you.
Absolutely, we can do that.
And this time we know that you don't like ginger, that you actually hate ginger. So we'll have something else for you. Well, all right, guys. Well, thank you for being here. And thank you for sharing your music. Whenever artists send us music, we continue to play it.
Right.
Okay.
So we definitely will play it. But do I have permission to play Landover, baby?
Yeah, you can go ahead and play it.
Okay, so we're going to play that. That's going to be in our roster of music.
Okay.
So, because I like that one. And I think that one, like I said, I like when I can listen to a song and it tells who the artist is.
Yeah.
So Landover, baby was a good one. All right, well, thank you, guys.
You're welcome.
Cheers to you. Cheers. Cheers your ginger that you hated. Who blowing you up? Ooh.
That's not my phone.
We're the Brunch Bitches.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in. You can check this interview out everywhere. It'll be up on YouTube on Tuesday. But you can check this out everywhere. Download the RIP Radio Network app. Please be sure to download it, and you can tune into my show every Sunday at 11 a.m. And you can also leave comments and kind of interact a little bit, you know. So, yeah. But check it out. So make sure you tell people where they can find the interview and check you out and listen to your music.
No question.
And find out that you got head like a ram. Thank you for tuning into the Brunch Bitches.
Jarvis crazy ass Slim. Shout out to my man JR. Slim, I'm so glad you doing music, bro.
Jayy on the
Cause there's a
beat.
lot of bullshit going on in the music game right now. We gotta start being more honest with our friends, Slim. If the shit don't sound right, we turning that shit on. If the shit don't sound right, we reporting that shit on the page. We giving studio money back. Jarvis crazy ass Slim, check it out. Let's get it. I'm a Landover baby, I grew up in them apartments. That boy don't want smoke, I'm a monster. Loudness, I'm sliding on the ops. Turn his hood to a playground. Know some real niggas, and them shooters do not play around. I woke up this morning feeling like Lil' Brother hit her the goon way. Free 400K, I'm a Landover baby. Forever straight, I grew up in them apartments, used to live on Hubbard Road. I never fold, I made this one for the niggas that's really in the trenches and never told. Rest in peace, Didi. I remember them days when niggas was outside. We used to still be out on that playground, even though we heard shots fired. Summertime wasn't summertime till you heard a nigga letting shots off. Never hang with a hot nigga, put him in a bottle that's hot sauce. I'm a Landover baby, I grew up in them apartments. That boy don't want smoke, I'm a monster. Loudness, I'm sliding on the ops. Turn his hood to a playground. Know some real niggas, and them shooters do not play around. I'm a Landover baby, I grew up in them apartments. That boy don't want smoke, I'm a monster. Loudness, I'm sliding on the ops. Turn his hood to a playground. Know some real niggas, and them shooters do not play around. Oh my God. Jayy, why you do that shit, Slim? See, I'm glad you did it though, man, cause you know, you got to wake these niggas up, Slim. You the gusser, you done hit these niggas right in their mouth, Slim.
7, 7, 7.